well. Can you switch that off onto something? Master audio was off.
Here we are. Hey.
Good afternoon, good evening, good night, and good morning, depending on where in the world you're watching the show.
Deja vu. I bet we're interesting to watch with no audio. Some may say pleasing.
So, it wasn't Martha, it was us.
Technically, it wasn't us.
No sound, please use sign language. Yeah, there were some gremlins in the system there.
Hey.
Don't know what it is.
What can we say?
Yes.
If an introduction's worth doing, it's
worth doing twice.
There were some great bits of information we shared there, which we'll not repeat.
No, we won't. But first of all, I know we've missed it already, but happy CBA Day to all our CBAs across the world, around the world.
Birthdays, or you can have it on more than one day. Every day is a CBA day for us.
Well, it's the entire month, isn't it? So happy Balloon Month to our people. In fact, we have it on the website behind us there. If you go to Qualatex.com, because you can't go wrong. Qualatex.com. It's all about Happy Balloon Month for the main graphics.
It's not all about the chrome.
No, although we are using a little bit of chrome tonight. One chrome. So, yes, so happy Balloon Month to everybody. Yes. Happy CBA
and
to
happy
everybody.
Sunshine Day today.
And first of all, yes, it's very hot in the studio today.
We've got the sun.
Yes.
We haven't had it.
Might be the last one of the last days of the year that we have sun.
We shall enjoy it the best we can in the QCon studio.
Hello to everybody on YouTube. Hello to everybody on Facebook too.
Hi guys.
It's nice to see so many people in the chat on both sides.
Don't forget, you can come on over.
Yes.
And see us here as well.
You can pop on.
Because you can use the new emojis.
Yes, to our new members, there are a couple of new emojis on there, which we saw being used earlier. There's a new smiley face and there's a new kissy emoji from the wonderful balloons of the Qualatex range.
That's right.
The Qualatex smiley bubble.
I love the smiley bubble.
And the Qualatex kissy lips.
We don't use that enough.
Kissy lips.
So we'll
in
use
fact,
it in
I'm going to
emojis.
use it in the chat.
Do it.
Right
I
there.
love the graphics
there it's done.
for
there
the
we go.
International
Kissy lips.
Month
Yes.
website. And I do find that you can't go wrong.
With Qualatex.com. Sorry, I was reading chat message as well. Hello to Max in Colombia. We've got bonjour to Marie-Pierre from France. And we've got hello
French
to... Oh, hi! It's Susie! Susie TV!
It's Susie TV!
Over there in the chat. Anyway, we're going to try and get some...
video.
Yes, we do.
It's going to come back at some point. So we don't forget.
Yes.
We've got a... I mean, it's been announced.
It has been announced. There's a massive thing coming up on for July next year, which we said in replace of the World Balloon Convention. It's the bridge to take it to the next one. I'm going to run the video in the background, but...
Let's do it. We're not going to show the whole video.
No.
It is out there for you to watch. It's got the
it's
audio
on the Qualatex.
It's a great piece of information from Stuart in there as well. I think we're going to trick him a bit.
Yes.
And try and get him on the show.
that just went off a little bit there as well.
It's
but
a
yeah,
great
okay.
story.
So Balloon Wonderland and everything it's about. If you don't know what it's about, you can get yourself over to. In fact, if I bring up the website,
yes,
get that off there.
And which website would you go to, Keith?
Well, I find that you can't go wrong with Qualatex.com.
That's right. And if you are tuned into your social media as well,
yeah,
you will see that the World Balloon Convention website page has been updated with that information.
Well, actually, I'm going to show them how to get there. If you just put that on the full screen, Dom, that would be awesome.
We'll do this, and we'll do that. There
right, here we go. We're on to Qualatex.com, and
Love
I'm going to go along the top to events. Now, you can see there on events, there is only one now, which is Balloon Wonderland. So, if you want any information regarding this, you can get yourself over onto this page and you can find out about the fact that the charity that it's actually partnered with, the Give the Kids the World Foundation of Florida, it's amazing actually. If you've seen the video from Stuart, you can't help but being touched by what we're going to do for the whole thing. It's going to be absolutely incredible. But you can, the registration opens on the 1st of October.
That's like no time at all.
Yeah,
no time.
1st of October, so it is no time at all.
No.
And there's only limited. 300 places.
300 now, that's not very many spaces at all. So you need to get signed up. Now, it has got a bit of a mixture of stuff on the event as well. Mm-hmm. So there is some classic kind of classes that you can participate in. You've got builds and the kind of the theory behind doing such a big, large scale. Now, this is a fantastic experience for networking and picking up tips and tricks that, you get to master whilst you're making it as well.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah. Anybody and everybody who's done a build project with a team, whether they're there to help and learn, mm-hmm. would, in a heartbeat would do it again, because there's the amount of information and camaraderie that they get from that experience is fantastic. Yep. But this particular build on this grand scale for the event, the charity that it's for, is going to be spectacular.
It is. Yes. And for those that can't make it, we're going
to take one for the team.
We're going to be there, and we will be bringing you as much as we possibly can. We're going to be trying to stream.
Yes, we are your representative.
Hours of the day. Yeah.
We are there if you can't make it.
Yes.
We will be bringing you footage daily. We'll be covering different aspects of the build.
Yes.
Interviews with delegates, with instructors, with the team that goes behind it. We'll be putting cameras where there shouldn't be. We don't
we're
care.
Going to try and sneak into places that we shouldn't be. But
where you'd like to go, we're going to do that
and
for you.
Behind the...
I don't know why our camera keeps deciding to go off today.
Yeah,
maybe
it's the heat.
Maybe it's because it's like the silly temperature in the studio.
Yes. It's very strange that it's...
well, show the website for a second.
No, it's back. It's just the fact that was...
that was delayed, okay.
Yeah, that was the delay where it was actually happening.
Give them something to read.
Anyway, let's get on with everything else while we do that. Because if you want to go on there, go on to Qualatex.com, click on events, click on Balloon Wonderland. You can read all about it.
Loads of information from Stuart, and it's going to be a spectacular event.
It is.
But if you do intend on going... There is a early bird.
Yes.
There is a very different early bird to normal.
Yeah, if you book early enough on, and I can't remember the dates, but basically as soon as it comes up on October the 1st, I think it's going to sell out very quickly anyway.
Yeah.
But you want to get yourself booked on, because you don't only get to work while you're there, you actually get part of the design process as well.
Yeah, you're involved in an earlier stage, which is a fantastic... That's something that money can't buy.
No,
the early bird benefit is... It's not like, I'm just going to save a bit of money here. This is an extra opportunity that can't be replaced. So if you're thinking of going, get in early, because that's a super edition.
Yeah, I'm going to put that there out the way because we're going to do some balloon stuff, Dom.
Because you know what comes up now? Halloween.
So you see that there again?
Yes, I do see that the camera keeps...
smash some gremlins out of this system.
Or turn the air conditioning on.
Yes.
Well, we get to see it twice because of the delay.
Okay.
But hey ho.
Do me a favour. I just need to pop out of here and do this.
You're going to go and get them.
I've just seen that on that side.
You want that. That won't be it. But anyway, hey ho. What are we doing first?
Because we need to go onto that screen. We need to go onto...
Oh, you want us on here?
Yes, I need to go on that one. Yes.
Are we ready?
That's brilliant.
Are we ready? Here we go.
So you can see more. There we go.
We're in.
Yes. we're out of it.
I don't know. What? Never work.
I don't know what happens.
Animals or life.
Yeah. You just change a couple of things in the studio and the whole thing.
Sorry.
Even though we did a run through,
Twice.
it didn't go wrong on the run through, but apparently it does when you go live.
Hey, but I've got a cup of tea, so I'm happy.
We're going to do Halloween hangers when we're talking about our balloons today. We're going to use this 22-inch message bubble with the Happy Halloween on there, which we love.
Can use it with any of the designs. We
Yes.
just pick these ones because we like them.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got an 18-inch jack-o'-lantern on there. We thought we'd get in nice and early for the Halloween period. And what we're also going to do is we're going to use a design that was shared with us by the wonderful Lucy Hennessy CBA from the UK, from Balloon Power.
2020.
Yes, she shared it on the channel in 2020, and it was a design called the Outdoor Door Wreath.
We're back. If we keep disappearing, we are still here. We are.
We are. We're still here, don't worry.
We're not going anywhere.
So it's the Outdoor Door Wreath that she did for the NHS.
It is a cracking design.
What's going on with that?
I don't know.
I don't think there's anything we can do. We're just going to have to soldier on through this one. Right,
We'll
okay.
persevere for now. If it gets worse, then we'll. I've got a plan.
You have got a plan?
Yeah.
Okay, I like the plan. I like the sound of it.
We've got a plan.
Is it go home, have a beer?
Ooh. We don't have to go home.
The sunshine. Right, okay, so it is...
Yes, so it's from Lucy's design from 2020, and this is us to a T. This is taking something that's been done already, just tweaking up the colours, changing out the bubble, changing out the foil, and then kind of it just gives it another lift for another season, another event, so it's great. However, it's such a great design, I remember it being shared at the time, but ourselves, we did struggle a little bit because it was hidden in one of our other videos.
Yes.
So we've taken the opportunity to get a link for that one as well, which will be in the description.
It is.
To share.
It's in the description.
Takes you directly to that part of the show where that design was done by Lucy.
It's in the description on the YouTube, and it should be in the description on the Facebook side as well. But if you're on the Facebook side, you can't find it, pop over to the YouTube side, and the description's in there. There's actually a few descriptions in there for stuff that we're doing tonight.
Yeah.
So what we've got is...
Sharon's Karen.
Yes, this is half of the design already completed. So you can see it's the 18-inch microfoil, the jack-o'-lantern there. And we've put 160Q around the outside with a piece of balloon stretchy tape in the middle. And we're just using pairs of 5-inch orange inflated with one stroke on a hand pump. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
He's proving he can count.
Yeah.
You've also, on this one, you selected a 160Q of a contrasting colour.
Yes.
And we wouldn't normally do that.
No, it would just normally be like the same colour as the balloons that go around it, or something that disappears. And this one
is just to prove that there is one on there.
Yeah, so you can see it on the for the camera to help in that way. And then what we do is this just lifts up. We put our 5-inch and then we slide it into place on there, and we're just going to keep going.
It's a great little technique, though.
Yeah.
And that piece of stretchy tape on the top helps it, the 160Q not sliding off down the side.
When you put your 5-inch on, don't go all the way along here and then force it in where the stretchy balloon tape is. What we do on this side is start here and then slide that down.
You've got a lot more stretch in the middle part of that 160Q, so if you left it till that end, you've got less stretch to work with, so this just makes it easier.
And I need one more.
And it's better for the balloons as well. I'll spin it there, give you something.
Yeah, you confused me.
I know, but it's so cool to spin.
There we go, on there. So that gives us a really good, what Lucy did was she put a connection on the back and then had it as a, actually this is the back because the barcode's on this side, put a connection on here and had it as a door hanger. But what we do, we also have them as hanging decor. So we put a connection on the top where that tape is, put a line up, and then we can have them hanging in rooms, and they spin, and it's a really nice
It has a little bit of movement,
decoration.
especially for some of the corporate decor that we do.
Yeah.
This particular design works well. Some venues with not particularly high ceilings. These are low enough that we can just magnetise and put onto the ceiling, and generally a little bit of air conditioning or movement from customers around them gets them moving a little bit. Also, this particular design works really well if you've got end of line stock. Seasonal stock is. You want to have enough to complete all your orders, but you don't want to carry too much over, but you don't want to run out as well. Yeah. Sometimes you end up with a design or two that is maybe that year's passed and it's discontinued. These designs, because it's of a theme, it's a season, quite often you can mix them in very well.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
This is a good go-to design for us when we're giving them a mix of themed foils.
Yeah, it's seasonal foils, but like Dom said, it's themed for Halloween. But we might have had a selection from last year. You might have one of this, two of this, or whatever. If you put them in a room like this, add them in, and also you can do it on different shape foils too. It works on heart shape, and you can also do it on even the Halloween skull. It takes a little bit more effort and a bit more stretchy tape in different.
It's
areas.
Pulling them into the inner points.
Into the points, where you can do the whole thing, and it just makes it so much more than just the balloon when it has this.
It's giving you the opportunity to sell on your service and your design rather than just an inflated foil. And then you can also colour match and contrast with the venue or a particular theme that they're going with as well. So you've got options to kind of upgrade and upsell with this type of design. But it's also very easy to prep for this as well.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So it doesn't just happen to work with foils. We've got one. Here's one we prepared earlier, and this one, as you can see, it is designed for the hanging. We've got it on a click magnet there, one of the smaller magnets, and we've got a bit of Dacron line on there, which we would normally use nylon line or fishing line. And again, we've done it in the colour, the 260 wrap round, so you can see it all the way around it. But I've just got that in there.
Now, this particular design for how many it fitted, because it was going for the every other one for the colours, you want to have that colourways. It did leave a space where it would be too tight to squeeze two in, but you needed one extra, otherwise there'd be too much gap. So on this particular one, Keith's added a 260Q
flower. So just a two-coloured 260Q flower with a bit of ribbon as well, so that it hangs.
So it takes up the gap.
So we have the green and orange from here, and then also the blue, the black, and the white are in here too, so that it brings all the colours.
But this is just a nice little technique to fill that space in without having to try and push them all around, because that is the other option. You go, well, it's got a bit of a gap, so I'll put one more in.
It's not a good idea.
I need to change the colourways.
You have to do two on this one, so it's not going to work.
So the 260Q just leaves everything a bit more paced out, fits lovely, and it just gives you that centralisation and still giving you the colourways.
Evie says that she loves this bubble. We love this bubble too.
Agreed.
And with standardly with Qualatex, the bubbles, it's double-sided, so it has the 3 pumpkins on that side, with the ghosts and everything, and the Happy Halloween message with Frankenstein and various witch effects and everything on there. So again, it's a bigger design, and it's nice. It's a nice, especially when you're keeping your tables clear and your walkways clear, and you want things out of the way so that customers can't grab them, high up near the ceiling for effects. And as people move, as air conditioning works, it creates movement which catches your eye, so it has the effect and impact that you want.
That's right. And one of the things also as well, this is something that Colin Stewart did on his course many years ago. You know when you pick up those little
Yes, I remember what you were going to say on this one.
So he used to do, and sorry, still does do, and apologies Colin if I quote this slightly wrong, but he did dealership decor on a very grand scale, and he's an avid user of the microfoil balloon because they're big, colourful, and they last
long lasting.
Yeah, great.
Problem is
they're so
long lasting.
So he was actually finding dealerships were keeping them longer than he would like, and also maybe he's recycling them themselves. So he really kind of added into his mix the latex with the designs.
So the latex adds the extra impact, creates interest because it's different, but
new
also
design levels.
It doesn't last as long as the microfoils.
Exactly. So it brings it down. So that's going to last a season. That's great, but they need a new one next season.
Yes.
So it just gives you that ability to sell them. We're not talking about overselling. We're just talking about keeping that consistent flow.
But also having the impact, create the impact,
Yes.
because it's nice to have, it's lovely to see all the microfoils together. I mean, we've done some amazing Starpoint microfoils, but actually if you add the interest in there with the latex, it adds to it, but also it
gives you that resellability as well. So it gives it some sort of time scale, which is great. So I always remember that's one of those little golden nuggets. I'm going to have a golden nugget.
Yeah, somebody said on Ask a Question, hello from MI. Is that Michigan? I'm going to guess that's Michigan. Christine.
No, it's not. It's hello from me.
Oh, hello from me. What did you use around the foil to hold the orange round balloons? Okay, it's the... I'll throw it down there. It's a 160Q. It's a 160Q. It's gone off again.
Yeah,
it's
it went
back on
off
again.
well.
Okay. It's a 160Q in there, Christine. Yeah. But if you follow the link in the description on the YouTube channel, especially, you'll see Lucy makes the whole thing, and you can see exactly how she does it.
You can use a 260Q, but it is a bit thicker, so you've got more chance of seeing it. Yeah. And it's also a bit tougher latex, which is good for lots of applications. This one, you want that little bit of easier stretch just to make it easier for your building.
It's personal preference. You know, we use 160s. You might use a 260Q.
If you don't have 160Qs, then use a 260Q. There's, it's as simple as that. It doesn't really change the cost.
Also, if you want to use scraps, you can
tie them together.
Tie them together, and
it's really not seen. So it's a great way of doing it.
It's just the time of tying all together.
Now we also do this design, but we do it more of a personalised level as well. So sometimes we don't always have the style of foil the customer wants, or it's a particular corporate message, or it's a personalised one for a customer. So we can do the exact same technique with all of our plain microfoil as well.
The kind of foil this is?
Go on.
It's a chrome. It's a chrome purple because it's all about the chrome.
I don't know how get to work with this. Thanks, Mark, for posting that in there as well.
Yes, thank you very much on the YouTube. Just put the link on there.
Don't go watch it now, though, people.
No, stay with us. Stay with us. Okay. Plenty of time.
But say hi to Lucy from us.
Yes, absolutely. Send her a message. Say thank you.
We also have a link in there as well about some of the vinyl that we've done, because we're not going to show that today because we've shown it loads of times. We're happy to share it, but we've already done a video on that, so go and check that out.
But what we've done is, using our Silhouette Cameo machine, we've created some stickers.
I'm going to grab them all.
It's just switched off and gone back on
it's
again.
Back on, you're lying. So you may have seen on the advertisement for the show, we have our bats. Okay, yes. These are just a cute little bat, so it's not too scary. Nice and fun. You get the idea. You could do it with most things. This one has been separated out, and it's got 4 different layers of vinyl here. So we've got black on the back, we've got grey, then we've got like a white for the eyes and a pink for the ears. On the template, we've provided you with a fully...
they don't know this yet. They don't know there is a template. Tell them.
Tell them. There's a template. We're sharing the template. We've got a link.
It's a free download. It's in the description.
You need to be on the Cameo Silhouette.
Yes.
So that's the software that it's for. We've not provided it for anything else. It's only for this.
It's for Silhouette Studio. So whether you use the Portrait, the Cameo, or any of the other ones as well, it works with the Silhouette Studio software.
Yeah, because that's the one that we use. We're not saying that's the one you have to use. It's just the one we really like to use. We've made the file on there, and we just thought we'd share it. So on that template, you've got this full bat. It's as a finished image, and it's also got the separate elements. And we've also provided you with a kind of a template of a full sheet of them as well, where we separated everything out, so it'll cut them separately for you very easily. If you don't know how to do that by selecting the colour options on there, check out our video for doing layering. Again,
in the description for this video, there's 2 links. There's one to a playlist, which is all the basics of the Silhouette Cameo, and also there's one to we did an hour and a half personalised balloon special.
We're happy to answer any questions on it, but I can guarantee you that the answers will already be there for you very clearly on that video. So we've made these up already. We've laid them, so we've got those on the template as well. We've also provided you with a Happy Halloween, so there's got 2 parts to that. It's got
I can't really see it so close. If you can do it, actually go to the other zoom in. Don't go over to that one.
This one.
Yeah.
There we go. So we'll have this. Yeah. So you'll see at the top there's the background in white, which has been done as like a wider part, and then you'll see this one's been actually placed onto another section of the white as well. So it gives it like a white outline on there as well.
It makes it stand out, because the black would be okay on here, but it wouldn't be punchy.
Yeah.
Whereas if you put it on here, which we're not going to because we're going to put it on something else, it makes it stand out even more.
Yeah, it's an outline board around something, but you put out. We've got
a bat. So what I'm going to do is the bats, because we've done this it started with black, then the grey, then the white, then the pink for the ears, but it's all on this
so we've
black
used
background.
the application tape to join those layers together, but we've left it on the backing sheet, so now it leaves it as one big sticker, which is great for adding onto your final balloon, for this particular design.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up, but I want it to fly. Remember, if you want to do straight, it has to be perfectly straight. If you want to put it at an angle, put it at an angle, or what we call it is a jaunty angle, and go for a proper angle. And then that goes straight onto there like that. And you can see we've got, in fact, I'm going to give it one of the small bats as well.
Why not? Doesn't that look great on there?
Yeah, and then bear in mind as well is that we could do this for a corporate kind of party. You could have the corporate message, you could have their logos, if they give you the permissions to use the logos, or whatever kind of event it is, could have a full message on there. So when it spins, using the same kind of idea as we did with the jack-o'-lantern, it's there in their faces all the time. Or if they've got a hashtag message or whatever it is that they're going to use.
Exactly.
It's a great way of being able to
for anyone who's used the Silhouette software, when you start writing with a font, if you haven't got the font installed, when you open that file, it'll all go wrong. So what we've done is we actually recreated this as a final image. So when you open up that template, this should work if you've got this font or not. However, one of the other things we've organised for you today is in the link for the sharing folder, we've got a list of fonts. Now, those fonts we've sourced. They are 100% free. Not
just for personal use, but for commercial use.
We've selected them. We're not saying they are the best font. They're just a very good Halloween font. And they are 100% free for personal, commercial
absolutely
use.
Fine. So feel free to use them. Just remember that if there's any faults or something that come on the installation, it's not our fault. They're there to use. We use them and don't have a problem.
We found them across on different font sites, and they've got, for the most of them, licensing information with them. If it hasn't got licensing information with them, we can assure you at the point of download, it was 100% royalty free. Personal use and commercial use.
License.
There's a couple of cool little ones in there as well. So these, I think, are called dingbats.
Yes.
Yeah, so
it's a font,
but it's not a font.
Yeah, it's
as in the traditional sense.
It's font of icons or emojis, as people would know them now, right?
But if you're looking for different images within a font, dingbats is generally what you're looking for.
Yeah.
But what's great about these are they are like vectors.
1 second, it's gone. There we go. Back.
They're like a vectored image, so they're rescalable. You can so when you type
this. Shown this one as well.
Yeah. So this is actually the keyboard, Keith. This is QWERTY. I've typed QWERTY on the keyboard, and each letter is represented by a different image. So that's one of the fonts we provided, and this is another one. I didn't do them all because there's a few of them that weren't very cut friendly, should I say. They would probably cut, but they would need to be quite large.
I don't know, or they would take ages to weed. So
like, for instance, this font, don't cut this font too small, because those skulls can be
a pain in the backside,
time consuming. Bigger the better for that one. But I thought for this particular one, it just looks so good. It was worth doing, so I did that one. But these ones are some quite generic-y, Halloween-y items. I've just cut it out as one colour. The one that Keith's got there also just in one colour. But you could do dual layer. You could create an offset.
Yeah, you could do the offset like this so that it creates that, makes it punchy out a bit.
And like you said, corporate colours, all that kind of fun stuff.
Somebody asked as well, where do you find the fonts and what do you print on? You find them, if you follow the link on our YouTube channel, there is it's a tiny URL link. I think it's tinyurl.com/QCorner EP83, like episode 83, which is this one. And it takes you to a folder. You can download the Silhouette file for the bats and the Happy Halloween message, and you can download
these fonts as well.
Fonts.
So once you download those fonts, install them onto your machine, then open up your Silhouette Studio software so it finds those. And then you'll be able to use these fonts.
Marta's asked off there as well, could we spell the name of the font for me, please? No, because there are multiple fonts on there.
Yes,
so I think there's about 6 or 7, is it?
5 or 6.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're in the folder, Marta, and they're all in there. Once you open them up, you'll see very clearly that a couple of them are just images. One of them's kind of like a creepy one. One's a bit like a Jack Skeleton.
Yes.
Kind of
very Nightmare Before Christmas style.
Very cool looking. And also this one, which I think begins with a C.
It is.
Yeah, but some of them got kind of funny names.
Caliban or something.
Yeah, it's always worth it once you've installed the font, trying to remember what it was called, because when you're looking in the list of your fonts, if you're anything like us, there's several there, so you know where it is to go and get.
Right. Anyway, we need to crack on.
Yes.
So we're gonna we don't just do the balloons. So what we try to do is we try to maximize. We need to the value added as always. So if we're going to be creating balloon decor, as if we're doing for a private party, if we're going to create balloon decor like this, and we're going to use these images on our balloons, we can also help them out with some, like a trick-or-treat ball, right?
It's adding extra things. So, corporate's great, but also thinking about gift decor. You know, like, you want a bouquet to go out and you want to do something. This is just something we picked up in one of our kind of local, inexpensive home stores, and it's a generic smelly candle, and it's a pumpkin chai, but the colour's absolutely perfect for what it's for. And then we could attach something to this for a bouquet, so it's a great weight, or if you want to put it into something, a basket or whatever, you've got options. You could take this label off, or you could cover it over, but we quite like it because it sells it for what it is.
It also tells all the information about what's going on.
And I think it gives it value for what that is. And, we could take, again, these.
We have, so now we have a bat bowl, which matches in with our balloon decor. And this is an inside of there, so you can put your candies, your sweets in there for your trick or treat. Obviously, it could be large or whatever.
I miss my foam, Keith.
Your foam?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for the roll, for the anti-roll. So Dom's actually taking the candle and he's applying the text on there for the Happy Halloween.
I can do it without the application tape because again, it's a sticker. The black has been put onto the white, so it gives us that. Border around it, but it also makes it easy to stick on, which is great.
I'm going to use one of these emojis.
I like sticking stickers on.
Yeah, me too. It's dead easy.
What can I say?
So we're going to put that onto there as well, with an emoji ghost.
Do that there because I want to put a bat there. I want a bat.
You can have all that on a bat.
We can just play.
Like
just entertain yourselves, people.
Yeah. So we have little ghosty emojis on there. We could add a message in there. We could have trick or treat written across there.
Look at that.
And I tell you what we'll do as well, Dom, just to finish it off. Let's have a look what we've got.
Happy Halloween.
This pumpkin. Right, this pumpkin will work.
I'm trying to drop it because it's quite a heavy.
Yeah. Pumpkin on the top. We can put that on the top of there.
I'm going for one of these ones.
Whoa,
who am I going to have? I'm going to have...
There we go. See, pumpkin. Put pumpkin spice on there.
Is that one of the...
It's one of the other Spice Girls, yeah, pumpkin spice. Yeah, the lesser known one.
The lesser known one.
And we also have these plastic.
Oh.
These were like from a dollar store type thing, a pound shop in the UK, but they're quite nice.
It gives you the opportunity again to upsell and add that theming throughout.
Where's the bats?
The bats are buried.
They're right next to me.
He's got the bats. We've picked these because it's the font we found and it's pretty cool. You could add that. Imagine if you had a little party and you've got some kids coming. Yeah. You could do one of these and they could all have their own names on it as well. Great way of doing that, so they keep their cup and then they can take it home with them as well.
Yep, at the end of the party.
I've got a cupboard at home with 700 different cups in from different events.
Yes, yeah.
We've all got them cupboards.
But so it means that we have our cups, we have our candy dishes, we have our goblets of drinking, we have our Happy Halloween candles, and we also have to match in with the whole range. We have our balloon decor too.
Nice and simple.
We hope you guys like it
because I love personalisation.
Yeah,
adds the value.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we're not saying it has to be these designs. We're just giving you the idea of saying, you know what,
you can do whatever you want.
Take the images you've got and find and amend. And put them through different ideas. Take them from the balloons onto different kind of accessories and build on that theme, where you're adding more service again. And it's just a way of making you the go-to person to do that for them. You know, it doesn't have to be Halloween as well. This translates to Christmas stuff. It translates to Easter stuff.
Anytime. I mean, we do champagne flutes like this at prom season. So they're not going to go through a dishwasher or anything. But what they are good for is great for a photo opportunity.
It's a photo prop, which is what people get them for. I mean, most people will have one drink out of it. For the photo, clean it carefully, and then store it. It's a memento of the time as well. So it's a photo op, it's a memento, great little things that you can provide, but it's themed in. It all matches everything that you're doing, so that's what's great. And quite often we kind of pull little elements out of the designs themselves. So, you know, this little pumpkin up here, or the ghost.
You know, like these fellas are on this side as well.
You can take those, and with the software, you can kind of recreate those images pretty easily. So if you don't know what we're talking about there, check out those personalisation videos, because that will really open your mind up how to do this a lot easier and add that extra bit of money.
But that is it for now. We need to say thank you to
we certainly do.
Our members.
Let's do this.
Also, you're very welcome. We love the ideas too. Thank you very much for the chat messages on there.
Yes.
We thank you very much to all of these guys. These are our members, which help support the channel. Our crew and rock stars, and we need to let you know.
Like we need a bit of a guitar. We can't sing it, but we need to add that.
We will be in the future, not so distant future, we'll be organising some interviews with some people that are going to be involved with the Balloon Wonderland team.
Yes.
We'll probably get Stuart on the channel.
Yes.
So if you do have any questions for him, you want to know something about it, send us them through Facebook. So Keith and Dom, the boys of Q Corner, or you could send a direct message through Instagram as well.
That's right.
You can find us on there.
And if you're not subscribed and you're watching this video now, make sure you do subscribe and hit that notification, because as the videos kind of come up to this new year with this event, you don't want to miss those. You want to see them. You want to see them as the live, because then you can get to interact. We are honestly there for you. So, you know, you tell us you want to see something. We're prepared to get into trouble.
Sometimes it's better to seek forgiveness than permission.
Yes.
Yes, it's something we've always lived our life by. So, and it's done us all right so far. We haven't gotten into that much trouble. But we're going to say bye-bye for now. Again, thank you to all these guys down here. And thank you for you guys that are watching this right now. And it was really nice to see you guys on chat on both sides, on YouTube and Facebook. You enjoy the videos that we've got coming out next week. They will be launched by the end of the week. You'll see what's coming up on Monday, Wednesday and Friday.
Yes. And don't forget to download your files.
Yes, and we'll see you live in 2 weeks.
Yes. Bye for now, folks.
Bye.